Who is Lord Shiva? What is Maha Shivratri? And how do Vaishnavas celebrate or observe Maha Shivratri? We need to learn. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna speaks about Lord Shiva. He says, Rudranam Shankaraschaham. Among the Rudras, I am the Shankara. I am the Lord Shiva. And who is this Lord Shiva? Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu. Among the great Vaishnavas, the great devotees of Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva is the predominant. And Lord Shiva is an incarnation of the Supreme Lord Himself, who is the in charge of mode of ignorance. And this Lord Shiva is being celebrated. And the festival of Lord Shiva is being observed as Maha Shivaratri. There is Shivaratri in every month, but Maha Shivratri comes every year. That Maha Shivratri is a festival of Lord Shiva. What is this Maha Shivratri? Why is it so special? And how do we observe? The Vedic literature gives us the detail. In the Naradiya Samhita and in the Shiva Purana, it is mentioned, Magha Krishna Chaturdashyam Adidevo Mahanishi. Magha Krishna Chaturdashyam. When should we observe Maha Shivaratri? Magha Krishna Chaturdashi. Magha Masa Krishna Paksha Chaturdashi Tithi. This is the date the Shivaratri is being celebrated or observed. Magha Masa. Masa is the month. And it is called Magha Masa. In the lunar calendar, the month name is taken from the star or the nakshatra that is there on the Purnima day. So, Magha Masa means Magha Nakshatra that comes on the Purnima. So, that is how this lunar month is called Magha Masa. And we know that month is divided into two fortnight, from no moon to full moon, and from full moon to no moon. So these are called fortnight, 15 days. So that is called Paksha. Paksha means fortnight. So one is Shukla Paksha. Shukla Paksha means where the moon brightness goes on increasing. That is called Shukla Paksha. From no moon, that means from Amavasya, day by day, you can see the moon increases its brightness and its size. So that is called Shukla Paksha. Krishna Paksha means the brightness of the moon decreases day by day and finally it becomes no moon. So that is Krishna Paksha. So now it is said Magha Masa, Krishna Paksha. In the Magha Masa, this 15 day that is called Krishna Paksha, Chaturdashi. Chaturdashi means 14th day. Out of the 15-day fortnight, the 14th day, Chaturdashi. Dasha means 10, Chatur means 4. Chaturdashi means 14th day. On that day, midnight, Chaturdashi midnight, Maha Shivaratri is being observed. Magha Masa Krishna Pakshe Chaturdishyam Adidevo Mahanishi. In Sanskrit, Nishi or Nisha means night. Mahanishi means this great night. Of whom? Adidevaha, this Supreme Lord called Lord Shiva, Adideva Mahanishi. This Maha Shivaratri appears on Magha Masa, Krishna Paksha, Chaturdashi Tithi. This Maha Shivaratri comes. What is the speciality? Why on this particular day this Maha Shivaratri is being celebrated? So here in Shiva Purana and the Naradiya Samhita it is said, Koti Surya Samaprabha Shivaratri Vratam Tatra. It is said, Koti Surya Samaprabha. We all know Surya means the sun. How sun is so effulgent, dazzling effulgence. Nobody can go out and stare at the sun in the sky. You will become blind because that is the brightness of the sun. Forget about the sun. You can't even stare at the light continuously for 5 minutes. Your eyes will become blackout. So, Koti Surya Sama Prabha. Prabha means effulgence. The effulgence which is equivalent of 1 crore. 1 crore means 10 million sun. If they simultaneously appear in the sky, how much light will be there? One sun only, there is so much light, right? Imagine like that 1 crore or 10 million suns simultaneously appear, how much brightness will be there, how much heat will be there, how much the dazzling effulgence will be there. With that much effulgence, Lord Shiva, for the first time, appeared in the form of Shivalinga. The linga that we see, that Lord Shiva appeared for the first time in the form of linga, that Shivalinga form. And that is the day which is observed as Maha Shivaratri. Magha Masa, Krishna Paksha, Chaturdishi, Mahanishi, and the midnight, and this particular day, Lord Shiva appeared with the great effulgence which is equivalent of 1 crore sun effulgence. He appeared for the first time in the form of Shivalinga. And what is the result? What result we get by observing the Shivaratri? There are many results. To begin with the material result, which everybody will be very much interested, is that so Ashwamedha Phalam. If you do Shivaratri, one Maha Shivaratri, you get the result of doing one Ashwamedha Yajna. Just imagine that Yudhishthira Maharaj performed Ashwamedha Yajna. That means great kings used to perform. To perform Ashwamedha Yajna, you have to be the emperor. Emperor means you have to be the Chakravarti. Means everybody should be under you. You should be the final king in the whole universe. Only he can do Ashwamedha Yajna. That nobody can imagine doing that Ashwamedha Yajna. That Ashwamedha Yajna result one receives by observing Maha Shivaratri. But what does scripture say about Ekadashi? Ekadashim vratam shata ashwamedha palam. If you do one Ekadashi, the result is doing 100 Ashwamedha Yajna. And if you do one Mahashivaratri, you receive one Ashwamedha Yajna phala. That is the greatness of Ekadashi. Just compare, what is the result that we achieve. Anyway, nevertheless, one Ashwamedha Yajna is also, unthinkable for common people. So it is said that Shivaratri vratam tatra so Ashwamedha phalam labhet. One receives the Ashwamedha phala. So we learnt what is Shivaratri. Shivaratri is the day which comes in the Magha Masa, Krishna Paksha, 14th Tithi, Chaturdashyam, in the midnight. And that day it is celebrated as Shivaratri. Why it is so special? Because with Lord Shiva, with 100 crore, sun in the sky effulgence, he appeared in the form of Shivalinga for the sake of benefiting people. With great compassion upon the people in the material world, to bless them, he appeared as Shivalinga. This is called Shivaratri, and this particular day we celebrate it. So what is the speciality? Now, as we already know, the day, that means this, the sun, the 24 hours, what we calculate as a day, the day is divided. From the modern calculation time, it is divided into 24 hours. From the Vedic calculation, it is divided as 8 prahara. 1 prahara means 3 hours. And then Muhurta means 48 minutes. And then Ghatika means 24 minutes. And like that it goes on, the division. And this time division is done keeping many parameters in the mind. What is the result it produces? What are the consequences it produces? So keeping that in the mind, the times it is not simply some randomly they decided, okay, let there be 24 hours or let there be 8 hours. Prahara means in the nature, there will be particular result you can see in the 3 hours. There is a particular change that happens. The time is always calculated keeping certain change in the nature. Like how it is called, one day we see that sun appears and disappears. That is how it is called one complete day. So like that, the change that takes place in the nature, that is the reference point for the calculation of the Vedic time. So now, during this time throughout the day, a particular time has a particular consequences or particular effect. And different people have their favorite time. Like for example, owls. You know owl? Ullu. In Hindi they say Ullu. The Ullu or owl likes the night time. It is active during the night time. It performs all its activities in the night time. So like that, different people are active different part of the day. So Lord Shiva, he's very happy. He's very blissful, and his duty time in the material world. From the Kailasa, along with his wife Parvati Devi, sitting on his bull carrier. Lord Shiva, Parvati sit on the bull carrier, they go for a rounds. That is their duty. That is called Pradosha Kala. Pradosha Kala. Kala is time, Pradosha Kala. In Sanskrit, dosha means night. Pradosha means it is not, every night time is not called Pradosha. Immediately after the sunset, we know that sunset happens. After the sunset, next 48 minutes is called Pradosha. What is Pradosha means? The 48 minutes immediately after sunset. So during this 48 minutes, Lord Shiva travels all around the universe with his wife Mother Parvati, and he's seeing everyone who is doing what and all that. And at that time, Lord Shiva, he's in a very blissful mood. He's very happy mood. He's in the mood of blessing. And especially, he's looking for people, he's looking for those people who are engaged in spiritual activities at that time. That is how traditionally in Bharat Bhumi, immediately after sunset, people light the lamp and they engage in bhajan, kirtan and worship and arati and all that happens during that time. It's called Sandhya Arati time. So that is a time when Lord Shiva is on rounds. This you can read about this specific time in Srimad Bhagavatam 3rd canto, when Diti approached Kashyapa and she said that now let us beget a child. Then Kashyapa gave warning. This is not the right time to mix. During this time, Lord Shiva is roaming around with his Bhuta, Preta, Pishacha, his Bhutagana. And so if this time is not recommended for this activity. And if we do anything like this kind of forbidden activity, then there will be negative consequences. So, but she didn't listen, because of which, as a result, she got 2 demonic children called Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, who terrorized the whole world. So, Lord Shiva is, he is in charge during this Pradosha time. Pradosha is 48 minutes after sunset. So, how to calculate Shivaratri is that Chaturdashi Tithi. It's a Tithi, Chaturdashi Tithi. What do you mean by Tithi? It is a distance traveled by the moon in his orbit. Right? So, that Chaturdashi Tithi should be there during this Pradosha Kala. So that is how when that Chaturdashi Tithi comes during this Pradosha Kala, that is when it is now this is Shivaratri. So Lord Shiva is very happy. Okay, now what do we do? this is how we figured out this is the Maha Shivaratri, and Shivaratri is a day and Lord Shiva appeared in the form of Shivalinga, and during this Pradosha Kala, especially on Shivaratri, Lord Shiva is extremely pleased. He's in a very generous mood to bless the living entities, right? Lord Shiva is the in charge of the material world. His wife is Bhavani, Mother Parvati. She controls the three modes of material nature. Daivi Ayesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya. Lord Krishna has given that in charge to Mother Parvati, Durga Devi, to control this material world. They are very, very great servants. Maya hiyasya bhuvanani bhibarti Durga ichchanurupamapi yasya chacheshtate sa govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Like the shadow of Govinda, Durga Devi, she conducts herself, and she is the wife of Lord Shiva. Yashambhutham apitata samupaiti karyat kshiram yatha dadhi vikara vishesha yogat. So Shambhu, Lord Shiva, is another form of Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna himself. So they are always very compassionate to bless the fallen conditioned souls. So how do we celebrate this Maha Shivaratri? Mother Parvati in the Padma Purana, she is asking Lord Shiva, hey my dear Lord Shiva, I want to worship you. And then Lord Shiva clarified, my dear Devi, please do not worship me. Please worship the Supreme Lord, Narayana, Vishnu, especially in the form of Rama. Because Parvati Devi asked Lord Shiva, my dear Lord, I see you always keep doing meditation, dhyana. So may I know you, on whom are you doing this meditation? Why? What does give you happiness? Then Lord Shiva replied. What did he reply? Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Varanane Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. He spoke this. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Iti. It is Rama. Because she asked, on whom are you meditating? Shri Rama Rama Rameti. It is Rama and Rama, only Ram, that I keep meditating. Sahasranama Tattulyam. He said, this Rama Nama, the names of Lord Rama, Tulyaha, they're equal to, 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu. And that's what I keep meditating, Lord Shiva spoke. So Lord Shiva is very happy and is very pleased when he sees the devotees glorify Lord Ram, discuss about Narayana, Vishnu, Rama, and engage in the Hare Krishna mantra, bhajan, kirtan. So when we do this, Lord Shiva becomes very happy and he blesses such devotees and he helps such devotees to get rid of this material world. So Maha Shivaratri is a day on which Vaishnavas celebrate by worshipping Lord Shiva. How do they worship Lord Shiva? Actually, they pray to Lord Shiva to bless them with Krishna Bhakti, with Rama Bhakti. They pray to Lord Shiva that you are Maha Bhagavata, you are a Maha Vaishnava, you are always engaged in Rama Dhyana, right? And what is the speciality of Lord Shiva? Payam Payam Chulakitam. Lord Shiva is roaming around in his favorite city. What is the favorite city of Lord Shiva? Kashi, Varanasi. Varanasi Purapatim Bhaja Vishwanatham. He loves that city so much, he always goes and stays there. Why does he love that Varanasi? Because Varanasi is a city gifted to Lord Shiva by Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu gave that city, Varanasi, to Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva loves that place. So he always stays there and he keeps roaming around there. In every nook and corner of the city, he keeps roaming around. What is he roaming around? Why is he roaming around? He keeps roaming around everyone, keep telling them that please drink the nectar of Lord Rama's holy name through the years. And he says that payam payam, shruti chulakitam. Shruti means listen, hear. What should you hear? Payam means drink. Oh, my dear devotees, drink and drink. How much should we drink? He says, you already, when you want to drink or collect the nectar, you carry some bowl or you carry something, vessel you carry. He's saying that please bring the drum of your ear. Ear has a ear drum. He says, please bring your eardrums and fill your eardrums with the nectar called Ramanama. And what does Lord Shiva do? When somebody dies, when they're leaving their body at the time of death, as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, what is that? Antakalecha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. Krishna says, Antyakala, at the time of death, you should remember me. So sometimes, we are all very ordinary people, fallen people. We may not be able to remember Krishna, chant the holy names of Krishna, Rama at the time of death. So Maha Vaishnava, Lord Shiva, he helps you. What he does? At the time of death in Kashi, Varanasi, he appears in the Varanasi city. At the time of death, he personally comes and chants Rama, 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 the names of Lord Rama in your ears. He decorates the ears of the conditioned souls with a jewel called Ramanama. He's mad after Ramanama. Lord Shiva is a great devotee of Rama. So he personally chants the names of Lord Rama in the ears of any soul departing in the city of Kashi. Ganga Taranga Ramaniya Jatakalapam Gauri Nirantara Vibhushita Vama Bhagam. Vama Bhagam. On his left side, he's always decorated. Gauri Nirantara Vibhushita Vama Bhagam. Lord Shiva is always accompanied by Gauri on his left side. Vama Bhagam Gauri Nirantara Vibhushita. Ganga Taranga Ramaniya. Ganga, the Ganga Devi, she's flowing. Taranga. Taranga means waves. Taranga is waves. Ganga Taranga Ramaniya. Ramaniya means attractive. That Ganga Devi, she's flowing from the jata of Lord Shiva so beautifully, so captivating manner. And Lord Shiva is so beautiful to behold, the form of Lord Shiva. Ganga Taranga Ramaniya Jata Kalapam Gauri Nirantara Vibhushita Vama Bhagam. It is said, Varanasi Purapathim Bhaja Vishwanatham. Vishwanatha, he is the master of this universe. And that master of the universe, Lord Shiva, on Maha Shivaratri, during this Pradosha Kala, especially in the midnight, because that is when he displayed this Shivalinga form, he is very mercifully, with unlimited compassion, he's looking for any Vaishnavas who are chanting the holy names of Lord Ram, Lord Krishna. So Maha Shivaratri is the most auspicious day to remember a great Vaishnava, Lord Shiva, by discussing about his glories, his greatness, especially the great activities that Lord Shiva performed. One of the great activities that Lord Shiva performed was drinking halahala, deadly poison. Samudra Manthan, everybody, Samudra Manthan. Everybody, Devatas and Rakshasas, they were all very happy that we want Amrit. Nectar we want to drink. And for Amrit, they were doing Samudra Manthan, but what came? Halahala came. It was so deadly, the whole world was about to collapse and get destroyed. That was the kind of intensity that poison had. Nobody knew what to do. They were bewildered, and everybody went to Narayana. Hey Narayana, please save us, save us, save us. And Lord Narayana wanted to demonstrate what do you mean by a Vaishnava? What is the heart of a Vaishnava? He said, all of you please go to Lord Shiva and offer your prayers to Lord Shiva. Only Lord Shiva will protect you. Actually, Lord Narayana, he always wants to give credit to his devotees. Whenever there is some good activity, like Krishna gave all the credit to Arjun in Mahabharata. He made Arjun fight. He made Arjun is a victorious in Mahabharata war. Actually, it is Krishna who empowers Arjuna, but he wants all of us to give that credit to Arjuna. Bhavanimitta Savyasachi. Hey Savyasachi, the best archer Arjuna, you fight and take the credit, Krishna told. So now Lord Narayana, Krishna sent all the devatas, go and offer prayers to Lord Shiva. They all came and offered various prayers to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva, by seeing the situation of the people. One good quality of Lord Shiva is that he's called Ashutosh. Ashu means in Sanskrit quick, immediate. Toshaha means satisfaction. He can be made happy very quickly. You can make Lord Shiva happy in a very simple way. So simple that you take little water and pour it on Shivalinga, he becomes happy. Just is there anybody in this world that you give some water and he'll become happy? Only two people. One is Lord Shiva, other one is Lord Krishna. Patram pushpam phalam toyam. Toya means water. You give me little water, I'll be happy. Their heart is so compassionate. They melt like anything. So Lord Shiva became very compassionate seeing the Devatas and Danavas situation. He said, please tell me, what can I do for you? And then they said, see, the whole world is getting destroyed because of the halahala. Then Lord Shiva said, don't worry. He came and he drank all the poison. And Srimad Bhagavatam says, Lord Shiva drank all the poison simply because that will make Lord Krishna happy. When you help others, Supreme Lord becomes happy. Vaishnava paradukha dukhi. Dukkha, when you see suffering, a real devotee, a proper devotee, he cannot tolerate it. He always thinks, oh, how can I remove this dukkha? How can I help people come out of dukkha? That's how when Srila Prabhupada, when he saw small children fighting for food in the dustbin with the street dogs, his heart melted. Tears came out and he said, what is this? He immediately called and told all the leaders, wherever Hare Krishna temple is there, prasadam should be distributed. Nobody should go hungry. You see, this is Vaishnava paradukha dukhi. When Prabhupada landed in America, when he saw all the hippies, his heart melted. Tears came out. He said, these people are suffering in this situation. How can I preach to them? How can I give them Krishna bhakti? And he took so much difficulty all alone, single-handedly in that cold country, without any help, to distribute Krishna bhakti. This is the heart of a Mahabhagavata Vaishnava devotees that we can see in Lord Shiva's case. So Lord Shiva drank the poison. Everybody is interested in Amrit, but Shiva is ready to drink poison. Devotees are ready to take all difficulties for sake of helping others. But others only want good experience. Like you see, when we start a temple like this, everybody will come and say, oh, there is a darshan, there is a kirtan, there is prasadam, all that. But who will take the pain of running a temple? Who will take the pain of preaching? Who will take the pain of arranging resources? Everybody will come and say, give me good experience. But who is ready to take the pain? That pain devotees will happily take. No problem. We will take that pain, you take the pleasure. So Lord Shiva is the epitome of this attitude. So much epitome, he received the name called Neelakantha. Neelakantha, Vishadhara. He drank that poison. Nobody can take, nobody can even touch that poison. They will immediately die. But he took that poison. This is the great compassionate heart of Lord Shiva. And then Lord Shiva, he's so powerful that he can bless anybody and give unlimited opulence to them. All these Rakshasas and the demons, they're very eager. They know this. Lord Shiva can give whatever we want. So they'll do a lot of tapasya. And they do tapasya and they keep taking all this blessing like Ravana did. So Ravana, by worshipping Lord Shiva, became very rich, and he made Swarna Lanka, became so rich. But you see, what is the lifestyle of Lord Shiva? Lord Shiva, even though he gives whatever opulence his devotees want, he personally lives a very simple life. Look at his dress. Does he wear any ornament? He doesn't wear any ornament. Does he live in a palace? He doesn't live in any palace. He lives in a very simple place, Kailasa, and he lives in simple cloth, no ornament, that's all. This is a symptom of a great personality, a great devotee. Krishna says, what is that? Yadricha labha santushtaha. Always being satisfied, not continuously keep hankering. I need more, I need more, I need more. Such a person can't be a devotee, can't be a Vaishnava. A Vaishnava is happy, whatever Krishna has given me, I'm happy. Sudama, in Srimad Bhagavatam we see, he was very happy and satisfied. His wife comes and tells him, see, there is so much poverty at home. He said, no, I'm happy with whatever Krishna has given me. Krishna knows what is good for me and has given. But he went to see Dwaraka because he thought it is an opportunity to meet my friend Krishna. He didn't go to Dwaraka, in a modern cinemas and all they show. He was suffering from poverty. So to remove his poverty, he went to Krishna. He went to Krishna to see Krishna, to get an opportunity to see Krishna. But he was completely happy and satisfied with whatever situation he was in. So that is a symptom of a great devotee, right? They're not working hard day and night to remove their unnecessary poverty. So Lord Shiva, he's teaching all of us the importance of simple life, simple living, high thinking. And Shiva is that epitome of this philosophy. Because the moment you get busy solving your so-called poverty situation, then you have no time for Krishna Bhakti. You go to people and say, why don't you come to temple? Why don't you read Bhagavad Gita? Why don't you read Srimad Bhagavatam? Why don't you do devotional service Bhakti? Oh, Swamiji, I don't have time. I'm very busy. I should go to office. I have my this, I have that. I have to solve this problem, that problem. Yes. So Lord Shiva carefully teaching this lesson. What is that? Simple living, high thinking. What is high thinking? Always thinking about Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, and simple living. Simple living means being satisfied with whatever will of the Lord I am put into a situation. But he is capable of giving any boon, any vara to his devotees. But he will not live an opulent, exuberant life. So simple living, compassionate heart, that he drank poison to help others, to help the whole universe, right? And then Lord Shiva is always engaged in meditating. He's such a great person. He is like a CEO of this universe. He's managing this universe. So many people keep on praying to him. He doesn't say, I'm busy, so I have no time for meditating on my Lord. Even though he has all his responsibilities, despite that, he spends considerable amount of time meditating on the Lord Rama. He's setting own example to all of us that you may be very busy, you may be holding a very important position, power, responsibility, but still you see, I myself do dhyana. So Lord Shiva is teaching all of us that despite your lifestyle, spend time on meditation, simple living, and be always eager to help others, being compassionate. Especially we should be ready to drink the poison of what? Drink the poison of preaching to people. People are suffering. There is a poison in this world called the forgetfulness of Krishna. That forgetfulness of Krishna, you should go and help them to remove it, like Lord Shiva helps. And also, Lord Shiva, he's so concerned about the lowest species of the people. He doesn't say, see, I'm such a big man, I'm so pure. The name Shiva means pure. Shiva means what? Pure, Mangala, auspicious. He say, oh, I'm so pure, I'm so big man, I hold such a big responsibility. Who are these Bhuta, Preta, Pishachas? They're all untouchables. They don't allow them to meet me. No. Who are the associates of Lord Shiva? He's called Bhutanatha. Who are the associates of Lord Shiva? Bhuta, Preta, Pishacha. You see, he always makes himself available to such people. This is his greatness. Because who will help those people? They are supposed to be so sinful species. By doing sinful activities and sinful life, they got that Bhuta, Preta, Pishacha Janma. They have to suffer. If you read Garuda Purana, you will see Preta means what, Pishacha means what, how much they suffer. Like for example, Pishacha is one kind of a Janma. In that Janma, one symptom is they have so much hunger. So much hunger, and that hunger gives them so much pain. They have a Pishacha body. By the way, some people get some, this logic. Their logic is, after you die, how you can have a body? There are different types of body. What body we have is only one type of the body. Pishacha is another kind of a body. So, but that body, you cannot fulfill your hunger. You cannot eat, but you will get hunger. You'll get hunger, but you can't eat and you can't fulfill. So these Pishachis, they'll be hungry, and out of that hungry, they'll be walking very fast. When there is a pain in your body, you see when you hit something or when something happens, you look at those people, how they express their pain. They will be either jumping or they'll be running around here and there. So that is how when the pain increases, people run around. So like this, the Pishachas, they'll be running and they'll be hitting some trees and some walls and some building and all those things out of pain. So they're suffering like that. And Lord Shiva goes and takes all those Bhuta, Preta, Pishacha, and he teaches them Krishna Bhakti. He relieves them that pain, and he gives association. In that way, they come out of their sinful reaction. See, who will do this job? Only Maha Vaishnavas like Lord Shiva can do this. So, that is how Lord Shiva and his glories are unlimited. He's so compassionate that he uplifts the most degraded species called Bhuta, Preta, Pishachas. And he drinks poison and helps everybody to drink the nectar. And he blesses everybody, but he himself has a simple lifestyle. Right? And he spends considerable amount of time doing meditation. And at last, the most important is he's completely self-controlled. Srila Prabhupada explains the word Dhira is apt for Lord Shiva. Dhira means one who can control himself 100%. And there are two instances. It is mentioned how Lord Shiva completely maintained his self-control. In one case, during Daksha Prajapati Yajna, Daksha insulted Lord Shiva in all possible manner. He rebuked him. He humiliated him. He spoke all kinds of ill words. Lord Shiva was not at all angry. He did not become disturbed. You know how much we get disturbed. Forget about somebody directly coming and scolding you. Somebody writes some, writing comments is also where on your video, for some video, one dislike comes. Oh, who has disliked me? Who has disliked me? Dislike is one level. Somebody comments also, very boring or something like that. It will be keep on bothering you. We can't handle that much, blasphemy. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Tulya Ninda Stutir Mauni. Stuti, you have to, Stuti means glorification. Ninda means blasphemy. Great Vaishnavas, they are not disturbed by either this or that. They are equal. And Lord Shiva exhibited it. So much blasphemy that Daksha did. He just ignored him. He was not at all disturbed. Because he is not looking for that, honor. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says what? Amanina manadena kirtaniya sada hari. If you want to sada kirtaniya hari, then you should always not be interested in respect. So Lord Shiva is an example of this. How do we know? Daksha insulted him left and right. He just was not at all disturbed. He remained calm even during the storm. There was such a big storm of insult and blasphemy by Daksha. He remained calm. And on the second occasion, when all the devatas were praying that Shiva should marry Girija or Parvati Devi, and their child Skanda or Kartikeya is supposed to kill the Tarakasura, so they induced Mother Parvati to go and worship Shiva. So Mother Parvati came and tried to arouse Lord Shiva, but nobody could arouse Lord Shiva. He remained very calm. He maintained his steadiness. That is why Srila Prabhupada called Dhiras Tatra Na Mukhyati. He's the greatest Dhira. He's an example. So Lord Shiva is a perfect hero whom all the Vaishnavas can take inspiration from. Simple life, self-control, always willing to help others by taking pain, like by drinking, hala poison, and be willing to help those, especially those who are in the lowest, those who are in trouble or maybe degraded or whatever it is, right? And spend considerable amount of time doing sadhana. Lord Shiva does this. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. Rama Rama Rama, like this. And what is his gift? Anybody who in Kashi, his beloved favorite city, he goes there and die there. Personally, Lord Shiva chants Rama Taraka Mantra. Rama Taraka Mantra means this Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. This Rama Taraka Mantra, Lord Shiva personally chants in the ears of the living entity that gives up the body. These are the glories of Lord Shiva. And this Lord Shiva is very compassionately, mercifully ready to bless on Maha Shivaratri to all the devotees who engage in listening the glories of Lord Shiva, engage in Ramataraka Bhajan and Kirtan, and worship Lord Shiva. So, and the midnight, during this Pradosha Kala, means 48 minutes immediately after sunset, and especially midnight, if you able to offer some Bilva Patra to Lord Shiva. Tridalam Trigunakaram Trijanma Papa Samharam Eka Bilvam Shivarpanam. One Bilva Patra if you offer to Shiva. Tridalam Trigunakaram Trinetram Cha Triyayudham. Trijanma Papa Samharam Eka Bilvam Shivarpanam. Shiva becomes so pleased and he accepts your bhakti by seeing your devotion. And when you pray to Lord Shiva, hey my dear Lord Shiva, please bless me to become a perfect Vaishnava, a good Vaishnava, become a good devotee like you. Lord Shiva becomes extremely pleased. So all the Vaishnavas should take advantage of this Shivaratri and engage in discussing the glories of Lord Rama, Lord Krishna from Srimad Bhagavatam, and discuss the greatness of Lord Shiva mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, that Hala Samudra Mantana pastime and Tripurasura Vadha pastime and all these pastimes of Lord Shiva, and chant Hare Krishna mantra. And Vaishnavas celebrate Lord Shiva on Maha Shivratri by honoring feast. They do not do Upavasa. Upavasa is not done by Vaishnavas. So Vaishnavas, they accept feast because this is a celebration for us. So they accept the feast, offer the feast to Lord Shiva, and especially they do Annadan on Shivaratri, so that Vaishnava Prasadam is distributed to everyone. So these are the speciality. What is Shivaratri? When Shivaratri is celebrated, who is Lord Shiva? The glories of Lord Shiva and the result of observing Shivaratri. So let us all take advantage of this and become the recipient of Lord Shiva's blessings. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Granthara Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande.